You see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh. You see something that said, take a.
So it has been officially 1 year since, or not 1 year, 2 years since that incident happened to the day. July 13th.
After that, I got lucky.
Hold on, Trump. Hold on, Unc. Wait a minute. July 13th, 2024 is when that all went down. Feels like just last year, really. But that was really 2 years ago. It's crazy how time flies, isn't it? Crazy how time flies. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, the trajectory of this country was almost changed forever. Man, Uncle Trump and Charlie would have been absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man. But both of them, I mean, one was bad enough, but if we lost both, would have been absolutely devastating to the movement. And honestly, quite honestly, if I'm just being honest, I think the movement might have died with them, unfortunately, if that had happened. If I'm being completely honest, because I mean, there's so many attacks against it. I'm just not sure if we as a whole would have been able to continue it on without at least one of them being here. Would have loved for both. Would have been amazing to still see Charlie Kirk out there, man, making people look foolish, as he always did, you know? But rest in peace to Charlie, man. We got to keep it going. Anyway, like I said, the 2-year anniversary of that, and Trump is not playing any games. Not playing any games whatsoever, because there was recently another threat to his life via Iran, where they had to switch planes. That's how bad it was. Trump had to switch planes and take a different plane back to the U.S. just in case. Yeah, so he's not playing any games, and he's putting warheads on foreheads right now. Check it out.
CENTCOM says that U.S. forces have begun launching more strikes against Iran just moments ago. The strikes are meant to stop Iran's attacks on commercial shipping vessels. All right, Joey, going back to you on that, you know, talking about Lindsey Graham and, of course, his stance on the war with Iran, or the endeavor in Iran, I guess we will call it, and then now to this, to more strikes. We probably knew this was coming, but what's your reaction to, I guess, the building intensity here?
Yeah, I think I'm probably sounding more like Lindsey Graham every day, so call that what you want. You know, I understand this a little bit, but the regular American sitting at home is probably sitting there going, if every time they do something bad, we have this list of targets that we say will stop them from firing or attacking on ships, why don't we just take out that whole list and then they can't do something bad? It's more complex than that, but if the administration doesn't tell us more, that's what we have left to deduce. Or if they want to say every time they're striking that strike has a positive effect on their ability to attack ships, it makes you wonder, are they still gathering intel? Do they not know exactly where these drones and fast boats are coming from? Are they having to kind of figure it out as they go? Are these tertiary and way down the line targets that may not have an effect? I think that's what a lot of people, even inside the decision-making process, are trying to deduce is, do we have a list of targets? Do we know where these drones are coming from? Do we have the ability to stop them, or is it just costing a lot of money because of the type of weapons we're using to strike those places?
Yeah, we are dropping some serious artillery over there right now, man, and it seems like Trump he's reached his wit end, because this is what he recently had to say as well. I want to play this clip too before we get into some of these clips of the explosions that we're causing over there. It's wild stuff, man.
But we had a deal. What nobody knows, we had a deal. It was a done deal. And then they broke it. They always break it. We've had 10 deals with these people. And so we're just going to hit them very hard. And we're gonna keep the strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the strait. Maybe we'll call it the guardian angel of the strait. And we should be reimbursed for that. When we do that, we're going to be reimbursed because the other nations are very wealthy. They're on our side. And we can't be expected to do that for nothing, unlike we had for many years. You know, we guarded the strait for 50 years more, and we never got paid for it. They made all the money, and the United States was just, they wouldn't. It's amazing. It's we never made. We guarded it for nothing. And now we're going to guard it, and we're going to get paid for guarding it, a lot of money. But we just want to be reimbursed for doing all of this, for putting our people in danger. But we're really not putting people, we're really saving people. Remember this, they killed 52,000 protesters so far. As of this moment, the number is 52,000. So who's going to protest? And a lot of people are surprised about the protesting, that they haven't. But nobody's going to protest when they get shot. They have AK-47s, they have machine guns aimed at people's heads. If you move 1 foot further, you get shot, and then they'll shoot 10 of them, and everybody flees. Who's not going to flee? They don't have guns.
Right.
So they're a bad group of people. Let me just tell you that. I don't say that often, and I have to live with that statement. They're a bad group of people. They've been this way for a long time, and right now they're getting their ass kicked. And in the top one.
Yeah. They are really getting their butts kicked right now because CENTCOM has this to say. Oh, let me fix that. CENTCOM completes another wave of strikes against Iran. U.S. Central Command completed a new wave of offensive strikes against Iran July 12th, hitting dozens of targets at multiple locations with precision munitions to degrade Iran's ability to continue attacking international shipping flowing through the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM forces struck Iranian military air defense systems, coastal radar sites, missile and drone capabilities, and small boats using U.S. fighter aircraft, naval vessels, one-way attack aerial drones, and one-way attack sea drones. See that, and I have a video clip of this one. I haven't even seen the sea drones before. Like, that one's new for me, but they're wild. The Strait of Hormuz is a vital maritime corridor for global trade. Iran does not control it. So yeah, you're seeing some of them. Absolutely obliterated, gone, dust. That looked like a fighter jet right there. Looks like some storage of some sort. Gone. I mean, absolutely obliterating things over there. Wild, wild stuff, man, to see. And like I said, I think Trump is done. As a matter of fact, their latest leader, Iranian opposition media claims IRGC chief Ahmad Vahidi, I don't know how to pronounce that, was killed in U.S. strikes on an underground command and control center, along with several senior IRGC figures. Wild. So another one. Another leader eliminated. Now, of course, they just continually replace these leaders with different individuals, but they're getting dropped like flies. It's crazy. Explosions so big, they literally are lighting up the night sky. Lighting up the entire night sky. Incredible, right? Incredible. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. That is for sure. Or to be over there in general. I mean, because in order to survive over there, if I'm, as far as the IRGC goes, you've got to be thousands of feet underground, to stay away from some of these bombs. Now, here is one of the, what was it called? Where was that? Here's one of the sea drones that I was telling you about that I saw. Here's the clip of one. You can see it right here, right there. Watch when it hits this port right here, this dock. Crazy. Wild stuff. Yeah, they won't be using that anytime soon. That is for sure. That thing is toast. Absolutely toast. Here's some more clips. Burning some of the aftermath. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Like I said, I would hate to be on the receiving end of that. 100%. 100%. Now, Uncle Trump is in the works on a workaround, getting around the Strait of Hormuz and not really having to deal with, Iran or the Strait of Hormuz. And that is via a pipeline. Check it out.
Tel Aviv. Mike.
And, John, we're tracking down reports of fresh explosions inside of Iran. What we've got coming through the Reuters news agency is that missile launching capability in Iran, was hit. The area the explosions are reported is Keshem Island and Bandar Abbas. That is to the northwest side of the Strait of Hormuz. And all of this follows a fresh round of airstrikes that are confirmed confirmed by the U.S. Central Command. The U.S. says sea-based and land-based fighter jets, as well as drones and munitions fired from ships, were all used in the attack. The U.S. says the targets included missile, drone sites, naval capabilities, and sites used for surveillance. 140 targets were hit in last night's round of strikes. That latest round of strikes was triggered by Iran firing on another commercial ship crossing the Strait of Hormuz. A ship flagged out of Cyprus was hit. There was a fire on board and damage to the engine room. At last report, the ship was immobile and stuck in the strait. A crew member, a man from India, is now missing. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth posted, Iran made a poor choice. Now they pay.
So I thought that was the clip where they were talking about the pipeline. Apparently not, but there are some talks about developing a massive pipeline so that we can bypass the Strait of Hormuz and just not even have to deal with this nonsense anymore, because we see Iran is not going to cooperate. They're going to agree, then they're not, and it's just a whole mess, right? So to get around that, massive pipeline. So that is also in the works as well. We shall see what comes about of that. I'm sure we will be able to get it done, but it's just a matter of time and how long it's going to take to get done. But yeah, Trump putting warheads on foreheads, and it seems like he's done with it. So y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.